This Daf Yerushalmi Shabbos in the article Ozvar edition where Daf Yud and Aleph right after the Mishnah Lo Belechesh, and that in the Vilna is on Yud Daled Amud Beis right after the Mishnah Lo Belechesh. So what's Lechesh? Rabbi Baba Amar Luncha. Rabbi Yachal b'Shem Rabbi Leah said, "Didinun Amin, Didinun, Didinun." I mean, they said Hiada Lunchin and the Dinun or different Gersos here, Radinun. They are the same substance. As you mentioned yesterday, it is a wool which is found in a cedar tree between the trunk and the wood of the tree. Lo b'chosen. Pinchas said, "Pishnish lo ni'ara." It's flax in which the seeds have not been removed. The chason will be, which is the unprocessed, will become the ores, which is the processed wool, which is like very very fluffy. I said full, the processed flax. Okay. Agbun Kesari, it is a refuse of silk which comes from Kesari. Look, went asked all the sailors who would go down to sea. When they say Kulcha Shmo, the name which is given is Kulcha. Lobasis Idan Nisa. As we said, it's either the arava tree or the wool between the arava bark and the arava wood. Lo b'silas hamidbar k'mash ma'o. Is that what it says here? Kishmur. Sorry. This is a type of long grass which grows and looks like a wick growing in the desert. Kitan de moi. It's a type of flax which grows on the water. I think it's the algae. Shava Adkan up till here talking about seals, talking about wicks, Kamek Shema for now talking about oils. And we have Hashem Yosef Nesha Ur Nimshach Acharov. So the Bahamor says Girsa in which Yerushalmi Shabbos brings down says that the Girsa be sure ain't no Nimshach Acharov, which means that kind of the oil doesn't go up in the wick towards the flame. Like the gear says, "Nimsha achra" means presumably that the flame goes away, jumps away from the oil of the wick. So what's going to happen, interestingly enough, is that as a result, you're going to forget and you're going to remove the wick from the fire, and as a result, you're going to Mechabet, maybe Mechabet and Mavir it. But the point is going to be able to make a Shabbos, which of course is also V'od. And another reason to Aser is the Shalod Sasa Arbor over the lake that we said yesterday a log has to most be ignited majority log in order to use it in order for the burn on Shabbos. Here, the wick doesn't get fully ignited, and therefore, again, we're afraid of going to tamper it on Shabbos. The Rabbi Zira boy Mata Psila Tzricha Outsasa Bravadolik. So, well, if that's the case, well, what about when you light a wick on Erev Shabbos? You have to light it so the majority of the wick is burning. It's not enough to just light part of the wick. So Asar B'Shmuel Revo B'Shem Rabbi Yochanan said Psila Tzricha Outsasa Bravadolik. Yeah, you do. But most of it has to be ignited before Shabbos begins. Heismun Chevraya. So Chevraya the Cheras. V'Kora Lo Tzitz Urbarova Delik. We say by a Kora, you don't need to have the majority of the beam burning. Even the one point said has to be possible malacha, but you don't have to have the majority of the beam burning. Karievsky, the article says that even you say that is the majority of the log, but it's the outside circumference of the log that's be mostly burning, not the inner core of the log. And here it's the rule of psila would seem to infer that you need to have the psila through and through, and it's not just the outer circumference, but through and through burning. So, Hasty Rabbi Bar by Memo. Or furthermore, Rabbi Bar by Memo asked, uh, the Shisa, which is a lantern. Hare lots also or barovadolik. The lantern, not the don't have the majority of the wick burning. Rabbi Simon said, "Located Rabbi Zidin said, Rabbi Yehuda said, Shem Rabbi Yehuda, Shem Rab, sorry, Armadur's kosher. Well, it depends what substance you're using. Therefore, bonfires said you only have to ignite a small part of it. Maduras agafes if you're using olive dregs. Maduras zel using dung. Maduras achel using fats. Maduras galinim using date bits. Kosher, kosher. So therefore, it depends on the substance is. Sometimes the substance, you're right, requires only a part of it, and sometimes the substance requires the majority of it. It's not explicitly in the Gemara, but evidently the Gemara is saying that a psila, a wick in a classic lamp, has the same status as a medura, and therefore, even though the entire wick is not burning, even part of it is burning. And it makes sense because the whole idea of a wick is it's not like a fuel of a fire. It's that only part of the wick is supposed to burn. That's the whole point of the wick, that the wick should burn only the top and suck up the oil from the bottom. So therefore, it seems that we're saying that the psila, in most cases, is like a medura, and therefore, even a medura where you tend to burn the entire thing, it's enough. So if it's the right type of fuel, you only have to ignite part of it. A wick where you don't intend to burn the entire thing. That's the whole point. You want the wick to continue to be usable by the oil drying up. So therefore, also, as long as a part of it is ignited, I think that's what the Gemara is trying to say, even though it's not explicitly Gemara. And the Gemara goes on. It says, "Od min ador." We want to know that what the issue is. If the isser is built on that we're afraid you're going to take out the wick and adjust it, or because there has a regular isser of you need to have fire in the majority of whatever substance you're burning. Rabbi Lochin Afan Rebbe didn't you teach us Shabbos shechola b'Chanukah? Now this is the Yerushalmi, and there's very little on Chanukah in Bameh Malikin. It's about it. It's not like the Bavli about Bameh Malikin. So there's the Shabbos which comes out of Chanukah. The Mashbiach puts in here a line. He says, "Gamkin osalik b'shmani b'silas halolu." You're not allowed to use these oils, and these wicks, and this is despite the fact that your Hanukkah candles you're not allowed to use the ordinary. Now use them to see coins, as we'll see in a moment. So we're not concerned that here you're going to adjust the wick, because you're not going to. It's not the issue we had in the first parak that you're going to want to see anything. You're not allowed to look at anything by the light of the Hanukkah candles. Yet, looking out for Rebbe Shabbos Chodesh b'Hanukkah. Again, putting the Mashiach line, Ganka also leave b'Shmoni b'Silas Halolu. She also, despite the fact she also rose Hamad Be'el or Hanukkah, right? Hare Eno Shulchech Motzias Absila. What do you mean? It's an issue. You're going to take out the wick. You don't take out the wick. You're not going to use the wick. You don't look at Ner Hanukkah. You don't look at a coin by Ner Hanukkah. It's just there for the Elirosam Bilvad, right? Have a lace time the elam mishum shlot tzad ha'ar berova delik. So he says, you know what? No. Obviously, the issue is that you have to have the fire even by a psila, even near Hanukkah, that it should be ignite the majority of that which is burning. So, in fact, we have that issue evidently by psila as well. I'll go back for a minute now. I learned the Gemara before like carbonated. Rabbi Shemi is an answer, but it could be the whole thing is one long question, a series of questions. Going back to Hisarei Bar Memo. Ruba Dolek and Rabbi Shemi, Lochem Rabbi Zira, Rabbi Shem Rav, Armaduras Koshain, Maduras Nefach, as gefes, meduras zeva, meduras hachelim, meduras kleim kosher, but not the psila. And I was bringing right also that the psila also it's not enough that it's that it be partially lit from the case of Hanukkah. You also can't use these oils and wicks. Even though Hanukkah, the issue is now you're going to forget and remove the psila. Having laced time, so it comes out that even by according to this, even by psila, you have to have a majority of the psila burning. So which so and that's the end of the sugya. So it comes out that also by psila, you have to have a majority of a doilik, and evidently, then you have to say I don't know exactly what the gather is, but evidently you have to say that the psila is mentioned in the Mishnah. It's not possible to get rova dolik. And a regular psila is somehow considered to be rovadolik. That's why it seems like it is like a matura where even part of it is burning is okay. But it's not clear to me what is the definition of, because according to Mashma's conclusion, it seems you need to have hutzas or rovadolik. What is that definition when it comes to a psila? Because I'm going to make a suggestion. By the way, going back from what to Rabbi Shemi, the I showed the chart there, so also when it's like carbonate, it's an answer, not part of the question, like I just suggested. I make a suggestion that it means a cross section of the psila across the top has to be lit. Like a good. Let's take an example from Havdalah candle. Havdalah candle has many wicks, so sometimes just light one or two wicks, and you let the rest of the wicks remain unlit. So imagine that was one thick wick. So then, perhaps it doesn't mean whatever's sticking out of the oil, but it means whatever is a cross section across the top, and it's not like Rov Heke by Koro. Rov Heke by Koro is the circumference, not through and through. But here it means Rov, Rov Adelik means at any the cross section at the top of the psila, the majority of that cross section has to be burning. Perhaps that's the shot. Okay. Lama Shem and Keek. You can't use Shem and Keek on Shabbos. This is Rabbi Yosef Shem. Rabbi Elias said, Ki Susa. Whatever Ki Susa is. Articles help in these situations. An oil which is derived from cotton seed. Rabbi Yoina, Rabbi Zira, B'Shem, Rabbi Yehuda said, Ofu Shmo Kik. It's the oil from a bird, from the kik bird. Title of Shabbos a kaos zakik. The bird which is called a kaos is the bird which is the kik, and probably be nice to have an English article for this purpose. Let's look up what a kik kaos is. A pelican. Okay. Leverage Hammond Trafer. You can't use Shum oil, which is going to tell me. Okay, says, so much also teaches Orm Duras Kochim, the lake of Lechus Shabbos. You can't ignite a fire in a bonfire of Kochim, which you have to burn, because they're no so, whatever the case may be, and had the learn right for Shabbos and burn on Shabbos. What do you mean? But then we learn Machizin as Urbim Duras based on Mokin, the base of Moket. First, the base of Moket, the bonfire, all you had to do was just start it. Volume only outside base Mikdash so Urbaruban. You have to have the majority of the bonfire burning before Shabbos begins. Rabbi Yosef said, "But Shabbos give los lasem melacha." By Shabbos, the prohibition is los lasem melacha. Nase si me'aleh. And this is not doing melacha because the melacha is having it on its own. Once you ignite it, whatever continues to burn, that's on its own. B'ramhacha Torah Amar ain't service the kachim b'yontif. It's on Shabbos, and the Gillian Hashas explains how the came in the Xeris Chasa which lays bar b'yontif kiyafla miloso siru. We're going to learn out in a moment for loso siru that the Xeris Chasa can't burn kachim b'yontif. V'lo mishum lechas avar, not because of the melacha b'avara. You can't have ain't kind of see us melacha. So even though it's not his melacha, the melan naseis. So its own avatar pita shelo yisur kachim b'yontif. There's marking not the zor kachim b'yontif. So Mashayim b'Shabbos is opposed to the issue of Shabbos independently of Sefer Kodshim. The time Milsias Malacha, Malacha b'Shabbos, not says me by doing. When the Malacha is done me by doing, and he references the famous Mucha Yitzif, where about the lighting Shabbos candles and Shabbos, Yishum Mishum Chitzov. Okay, but so he says it's a special Isser. Uh, uh, again, Brahmacha Torah Amar Ein Tzorech V'Kochim Yontiv V'Ein Tzorech Lamar b'Shabbos. Macha Mitzvah Markain. Where do we? What did you see to say this? Where is this come from? So it comes from the following passage: Lo Satzir Men Aboker. Don't leave Nosar until the morning. This is according Pesach. Lo Satzir Men Aboker. That was left over. But Eshti Srofu. That was left over the morning. You burn the fire. But it says Akash Nebkorim. It says Boker twice. Echa Boker Shel Tazvav. One is the morning Tazvav, and he can't burn then. The Echad Boker Shel Yudvav. Right? That it says the boker. The second one is the boker shel yud vav. In other words, that you have to wait till the morning of the 16th. Uksiv and nosar. I'm sorry, but Uksiv and nosar be b'sar b'zeva b'yom hashlishi bo eishi saref. So, what is this? What is this extra puzzle going to tell us? It's going to tell us why do we burn Motzei Yontif. So, this is puzzle. No, but it's going to tell us that you can't do it at night, can't do it the day, right during the day. You can't do the following night. It's really since Korban Pesach, since Korban Pesach was in Yudalin, Tesvav and Yudvav. But don't say you could do it Yudvav at night. That's at night. You have to wait till. I'm sorry. Don't say you could do it. Tezayin at night. You have to do it Tezayin in the morning. So that's Shashi. But Yom Hashlishi. He's going to tell us that you have to wait till specifically the morning, the third day after the Korban Pesach was brought. I don't believe there's such a question in the Bavli. On Erev Pesach, can they start a Medura? Can they start burning? Can I burn the start Erev Yontif, a Medura of Chametz that should be burning on Yontif? Being Bavar the Chametz, right? So Mandi Minosa Osir. So he learns out from Nosar, where the din of chametz is learned from Nosar or not. It's going to be Osir because just like now to run the Osir, the Nosar and Yontif, it's especially because you have to wait after Yontif. So too you can't burn the chametz on Yontif as well. Man loev namim Nosar, he doesn't learn from Nosar, mutter. For him, it's going to be permissible. Mashbiach learns it's not a real limud. He says rather it's money usher. He holds that we're not he made a gzeira just like we're not served kachi other. He's also good and then we're not late. We don't let the comments burn out, but it's not a true limud. And another man loyal Mutter says we don't make such a gzeira because we cross reference the Maduras based on moiked. We don't make a gzeira house burning Neisar because we have a precedent in which we burn stuff in the base on Mikdash and Shabbos, which is in the based on Moket. That we can ignite the fire in Meduras Kachim, which was the Meduras based on Moket, according to the Mashbiach. Okay, Rabbi Yaakov Hashem Rabbi Chizah Shabbos used to burn on Shabbos. So we want to ask a question. Wait a minute. We learned elsewhere that you don't burn Shem and Sreifa. It says here Yontif, but Mashbiach takes that out. I'm not sure why. Of course, let's go back on our Mishnah. Yeah, that's what it takes out. So why not? You're not lying a Yontif. Now it's burn Shemin Seifa Yontif, but our Mishnah is talking about Shabbos, and it's on early Mishnah on Erev Shabbos. Why? So why is us why not to burn Shemin Seifa Erev Shabbos? Okay, I understand Yontif. It's a special discuss. You just told us, but what's wrong with Erev Shabbos? The Yontif Chali is Erev Shabbos, so it's there in our Mishnah that you're not allowed to use it because of the times that Yontif comes out on Erev Shabbos. Okay, so that's the case. Ask more me'ata. Ema likim b'shemen seifa ba'layla. Let's say you shouldn't then burn shemen seifa at night, any night. Why? Hashem Shem Tzom is because you say they're Mekachi at night. We said you have to wait after the morning, like we said before. So you should never be able to burn Shemen Sreifa at night. Let's come to burn Kachim at night. Maybe I said, you're the B'Shitas Rabbi Shmuel. So in this respect, they treated, it's a fascinating Yerushalmi, classic Yerushalmi parallel. They treated Shemen Sreifa like Rabbi Shmuel treated the children in need of bris milah. Commander Rabbi Shmuel Matil Shabbos Mano Nemo Ben B'Yom Ben B'Layla. Once it's over its mano, it's the child's Nemo Ben B'Yom Ben B'Layla. Kach over its mano, so too when Shem and Sreifa, once the time has passed. So the seventh Ben B'Yom well, sorry, so to Kachim, what they can be burned. Once it passed the third day, once you got to Tez Zion in the morning, then you can burn it afterwards. But the Xeris Kosev only curtails you from burning it the first night, the night between Tez Vav and Tez Zion. Once you get to the third day, you can continue you can burn anytime, day or night. Just like the Tinok, once you got past the 8th day, according to Rabbi Shmuel, you can do the bris milah anytime, day or night. The 8th day, you have to wait to the day. But afterwards, you can do it day or night. So too, here, Kachim, and that's why you can do Shemitz Ben Shur Seifa any night, because Shemitz Seifa is like Kachim after the morning of the Zayin. Ma'islo Shemitz, Gemara says, Ma'islo Shemitz Seifa Shabbos Mana. So what's together? I kind of jumped the gun because Gemara was really asking the question I just answered. So what's Shemitz Seifa Shabbos Mana? And Pasek became Shima, became Shabbos Mana. No, that's over the point. Once it becomes, because Shemin Sreifa has no Zman. So the moment it becomes Tummy, that's the Zman. That's why Shemin Sreifa, you can burn at night any time. Even though Kach, you can only burn at the night after of our Zman, because there is a specific Zman, which is design. The Shemin Sreifa, you can burn any night, because the moment it became Tummy, that is its time. Okay, the Gemara is going to go on with the Sugya, but we're already well on to your Testament of, so we'll stop here for today.